Last days of mandatory minicamp. We're not going to hear about football for a very long time. So let's make this a good one. What is up, Finn fans? Yes, last day of mandatory minicamp. The Dolphins will be back together at the end of July for the beginning of training camp. So it's going to be quiet. Where is it? You already saw the video I released today. Dalvin Cook's going to be released. So we'll see how that all pans out. Next 48 hours is going to be crazy when it comes to that. A lot of speculation, all that stuff. But go watch earlier today's video. I give you a full breakdown on my thoughts on putting the pieces together, all that stuff. So if you haven't yet, pause this, go watch earlier today's video, and then come back. But today, I got a few things to talk about. I'm not talking, I'll just let you guys know, Chris Sims came up again. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know what happened. He said, I don't want to talk about it, but some of you guys don't have Twitter, and you should know. Essentially, they did a show about Tua Tagovailoa, and it's so aggravating. And Mike Florio brought up the fact of Tua donating $10,000 to Eric's GoFundMe. And then Chris Sims said, and I kid you not, like, I'll pull it up. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's nice, that's nice. And then Mike Florio goes off and says, yeah, they trolled you, but that's the part of the job, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, he trolled you, blah, blah, blah. And then he said something that just it got a lot of people upset. So here it is.
Like, they wouldn't be here. They're here because they love it, and I think they love to get stirred up sometimes. So
that's
consider being trolled is a good thing. Being trolled is better than being ignored in this space that we occupy. Does that help you at all?
I guess. This is a deep subject, and I think it's societal, and I won't go into it because I'm only going to get myself.
It's not
in
that
trouble.
deep. It's not that deep.
It's
not that deep. Sports fans love their teams.
I get it.
And sports fans are
we're
always
also setting. We're also setting an example of like, hey, here's money to a guy who's was very negative too. That's all I'm saying.
No. Stop.
And see how Mike Florio was like, no, stop. He was doing this. No, stop. Here's money to a guy who's very negative. The money isn't going to the guy. Eric unfortunately passed away. The money's going to his wife and children who need the help. Like Chris Sims, you ain't coming back from this one. Make fun of Tua, fine. Making fun of Tua, fine. Ranking him lower than he probably should be, fine. But making these comments about Eric that passed away, and again, context, before this he said, and I kid you not, he said it like this, yeah, it's nice of him to do it. That comment is completely erased by what he just said. That's like saying, I'm not racist or anything, but you're not. It doesn't matter what you just said versus what you just said now. Erased completely. You're very condescending. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice of him to do that. So, because some of you guys don't have Twitter, I just want to let you guys know about that. But real quick, got to shout out new member in Rudolph Campbell. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And a new patron in John Harsh. Thank you guys so much for joining the Patreon and becoming a member. You guys are absolutely amazing. Like I said, I have a ton of cool stuff planned, especially for you guys. Listen to a lot of your guys' suggestion, live streams, stuff like that. So I got a lot planned for you guys. So let's jump into this. We're going to start like we usually do. Actually, no, sorry. NFL Network will carry 23 live preseason games, and they announced it. And one of them is going to be on Saturday, August 19th. It will be at 4 o'clock, the Miami Dolphins versus the Houston Texans. So that game will be live at 4 o'clock. I'm going to live stream it. Will I live stream the whole thing? I don't know. It's kind of in the middle of the day, and, I got to help with the baby and everything. But I will live stream it. That one will be live. So if you have that NFL Network, it will be live on TV nationally at 4 o'clock. But if you live in Miami, you'll see it. So you guys don't really have to worry about it. It's for people like me who don't live in the market. So now let's jump into some of the things that Mike McDaniel had to say. He said I'm happy as they could be where they are right now. But he also said they still need to put their best foot forward to get to work every day, despite today being the final day of minicamp. So again, he's happy where they're at when it comes to the last day of minicamp, but he's not saying, oh, we're good. We could start the season tomorrow if we want to. There's still things that they need to work on. He talked about, they obviously brought up Dalvin Cook. And when Mike McDaniel talks sometimes, it's very confusing to me. I don't know if it is to you. So I'm not going to play the audio, but in a nutshell, he said he was born and he gave the date, and he said it wasn't yesterday. So he knows about he knows about Dalvin Cook. He knows that the Dolphins tried to trade for Dalvin Cook, and he knows that Dalvin Cook is about to become a free agent. He knows it all. But he also knows that he's not a free agent. So he can't talk about Dalvin Cook or he'll get in trouble. So, in a roundabout way, that's what he said. But when he talked about the running back room and as it stands today, he says it's developed as a really cool group. Mentioned the guys they re-signed and the rookies. He says overall very happy with the way they practiced and their camaraderie. To me, that doesn't say anything about yes or no adding them. But again, I'll leave that alone. We'll see what happens. On adding Ronaldo, Hill, and Fangio, Fangio's input, he says one of the things that is paramount in trying to implement a new system is having really good coaches, but you're talking about so many little details that have to be answered, and familiarity with the system is a tremendous advantage. I will say this and give you a little spoiler for essentially what happens today. The defense had a very good day today. So it's you're not going to be happy if you're an offensive person. But also people forget Ronaldo Hill took a huge demotion to come join the Miami Dolphins. The Chargers weren't going to fire him. He was like, I'm actually going to go to Miami. And he took a huge demotion. There was a mutual split to work with Fangio. So he's going to help out this defense. And again, the defense is going to help out the offense. Coach says whether it was phase 1 meeting to phase 2 or 3 on the field, he can honestly say the players got something out of each and every day at OTAs. McDaniel asked about the Dolphins' philosophy on allocating salary cap space, says it's a case-by-case decision. Questions become how much of a risk is this investment in each case? And I think the reason they're asking that is because of the whole situation with Connor Williams and Christian Wilkins and Sealer and all that stuff. But yeah, from what I heard, it was mostly he was talking a lot of philosophical stuff. So a lot of it wasn't reported. Like it was more like you got to just go and listen to it. So if you want, it's on the Miami Dolphins YouTube channel. But here's some on the field practice stuff. Again, defense had their day today. 4 interceptions. Pick from Xavier Howard where he disrupted a waddle route and timing and got over the top to intercept Tua. Justin Bethel made a great play to get Skyler. Brees Thompson picked off Mike White twice. 4 interceptions. 4 interceptions. Rob McKinley also got one. So 5 interceptions, but there was also a pretty obvious defensive pass interference on the wide receiver in the area. So it's 4 interceptions, but could have been 5 if, not for the defensive pass interference. So we're going to count that as 4 interceptions. 1 from Tua to Xavier Howard, 1 from Skylar Thompson to Justin Bethel, and 2 from Mike White. 2 were overthrows. Though the pass pro had some really good reps, including some one-on-one wins on an island for Austin Jackson, which is good to hear, was impressed by the way Liam Eichenberg communicated and picked up games. I will say this. Liam Eichenberg was the orange jersey for today. Now, was it his play at center or was it his play at left guard? I don't know what got him or gave him the nod for the orange jersey, but Liam Eichenberg got the orange jersey today. So I think that is quite interesting. Waddle caught a million balls today, including a stretched out snag on a high ball from Tua. Braylon Sanders also plucked a one-hander on a quick throw. Devon A-Chain had a couple of big lanes that might have produced long runs. Tough to tell without live tackling. Again, that's why I keep saying pads are very important. You can't really tell without pads. But he was 101 in the second level a couple of times. Bryce Thompson, I'm hearing very good. Again, he's the XFL guy who came in doing very good. Chosen Anderson, again, hearing very, very good things. Depth on the defense is an issue from what I'm reading, especially with linebackers getting banged up and all that stuff. But overall, it was a defensive day. Defense won the day. Again, there was still the one-on-ones, and there's still some bright spots, but it was a defensive day. So here's something funny. So this is Tua. Let me clean this up a little bit for you guys. Do a little bit of this, and then bring this down. Do a little bit of this, and then do a little bit of this. So you could see they put a Polaroid camera on the top of Tua's head. Now, it wasn't for long, right? Tua's helmet cam looked a little different today. It wasn't long, and even Kevin Clark. That's a funny tweet. But like, what? Are they messing with us at this point? Because when he had the camera on the side of his helmet, everyone made a big hoopla about it. So are they messing with people by putting it's a literal Polaroid camera on the top of his head? But when they took the camera off, because it wasn't for long, it was just a brief time, and he was throwing with the pressure, funk, accuracy. Again, I'm not worried about Tua when it comes to his accuracy and pocket pressure. I'm worried about his health. Can he stay on the field full season? That's the only thing that worries me. And real quick, I just want to listen to...
Football is back! Back into action. Power up. It's time to power up. Right. It's morphin' time. Football is back! Back into action. Power up. It's time to power up. Right.
You got to love Christian Wilkins. But that's what I got for you today. Last day of mandatory minicamps. Off day for the quarterbacks, all the quarterbacks, throwing interceptions. Good day by the defense. Overall, with the OTAs and the minicamps, it was a very back and forth day. Here, you hear some people say that that quarterback Tua was very consistent. You hear other people say things differently. It's a lot of he said, she said type of stuff. All that matters is what happens on September in LA. He took a picture. You know what I just realized? Let me pop this back up because I'm watching it again. He took a picture. He takes a picture of the undrafted free agent with the ball. I didn't realize that. Well, like I said, overall, so TA's minicamp, a lot of this is just getting the defense installed. It's getting the young guys installed and everything. I think it was productive. I'm just going to say that. I think it was productive. I'll let you guys know when training camp starts, and I'll let you know the dates when you guys can go, how many of the days are open to the media, open to you guys, all that stuff. And all that. But comment below. What's your thoughts on Dalvin Cook? What's your thoughts on the last day of mini camps? What's your thoughts on what Mike McDaniel had to say? What's your thoughts on the giant Polaroid camera on the top of Tua head? Comment below. Let me know. I will see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, just because camp is done for now doesn't mean I'm done. I'm literally looking over at my list of video ideas. I have a few reaction videos. I have a few tier list videos. I have a few opinion-based videos. I have so much content for you guys. So don't think, oh, great, we're not getting training camp for a month. It's going to get stale around here. Not for this guy. I got a lot of content for you guys. So comment below. Let me know. I'll keep you guys updated on Dalvin Cook if new information comes out. If he's in Miami, if or when he meets with the Dolphins. I'm pretty sure he's going to set up a meeting with the Dolphins, and then it's all about if the Dolphins let him leave or not. Just like how DeAndre Hopkins is meeting with Tennessee. I think that is going to happen. I don't think all of a sudden he's going to get cut and then boom, he's going to sign with somebody. I think he's going to go meet with teams. So I'll keep you all updated on all that stuff. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like usual, stay classy. Heads up.